What's up, swag gang? What's good? How y'all doing today? I hope everybody is doing great. You know what I'm here for, to talk about this video that I just posted. If you are not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe, hit that like button, make it sound like this. Hit that post notification bell so it sounds like ding, 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 ding. That is what I'm talking about. So let's jump right into it. This right here, this topic was what I did and didn't do. You feel me? When we go through situations, relationships, whatever, things that we go through in life, we end up questioning ourselves. What did I do? What didn't I do? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What can I do differently next time? You know? Unfortunately, in this situation that I am going through, I'm not to blame. And I know that I'm not to blame. I know that I've had my faults. And I know that I've done things that I'm not proud of or said things out of character. But I'm just the kind of person that it takes a lot to really push me over the edge. You feel me? And once I get pushed over the edge, man, it's very, very hard for me to get back on the right path, my path, my morals, my little line, my whatever, And so with this situation that I am going through, once I got pushed past that point, I never had an opportunity to come back to the good side, is what I call it. I call it the good side, the Britney side. I got pushed away from Britney. So now I'm out in the open being this person that I don't even know, saying things, doing things, feeling like I always have to defend myself. Oh, am I being honest? Now I got to overly explain myself. All that kind of stuff that was just draining so much. It just ended up making me feel, less valued. I felt worthless even more. And then mentally I crashed to where, the bad thoughts was coming in, and it didn't matter what was being said to me that was good, because in my mind's like, no, let's not believe the good stuff because the bad stuff is right around the corner. And the good stuff for me always happened after the bad stuff happened. So how am I mentally supposed to believe that I'm loved and cared for when there's been a whole entire blow up of being said that I'm not loved or cared for? So once you, in my mind, once you speak all these negative things to me or about me, it is going to take a lot for my mind to really believe that whoever is in front of me really means me well and really cares about me. And with the situation in general, I am never a person that is all about me. I am now starting to just say, screw everything and focus on me. So now everything needs to be about me and not about anybody else. And whoever tells you that you are selfish for thinking about yourself, screw them. That's just to be honest. It is very important for self-love and self-care. And I am learning that. So I am still making mistakes. I still have those thoughts in my mind, but I am working towards changing my mindset and changing the things that are going on in my mind and how I handle things. I am working on getting back to the Britney side of the line. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? So with that, my thing is, I don't want nobody thinking that I'm just putting people on blast and what was done to me and why I reacted the way that I did. I've always been the kind of child growing up that whenever I did do something, people never knew that it was something that was done for me to react. I am not the kind of person that's going to go out of my way to make somebody feel some kind of way. I'm not going to go out of my way to piss somebody off or to upset them. I'm just not. So if I'm going to say something to you and I'm coming snappy or I'm angry or sad or depressed and it has something that involves you, the first question that you need to ask is, dang, what did I do or say that caused this reaction? And instead of asking that question and fixing the situation, instead what was happening was, it's just, you're just playing victim and I'm not getting over it fast enough. And everyone has their angles in ways of getting through things. And what people have to understand is that you need to respect other people's process. Everyone's process of handling things, getting over things, getting to things, going over obstacles are all different. So be respectful to people when they are going through things, whether you understand it, agree with it, or not. Be respectful to what other people are going through. And that's what it is. I am the kind of person that will go out of my way to figure out what someone's love language is. You know, if they've been through a tough time or whatever, I want to show them a good time. Okay, if nobody really cared about your feelings, well, guess what? You have someone that cares about your feelings. If you want to talk about it, but you never was able to talk about it, guess what? You have someone who has an ear who will listen to you. Now, here's the thing. The option is on the table. I can't baby you and spoon feed you for you to take me up on that offer. And I shouldn't have to offer it every single time just so that you know that it's being offered. All I can do is remind you I am here as a partner and friend. I am not your enemy or someone who is trying to bash you or hurt you. I'm not the kind of, I want people to smile. That is my biggest thing every single day, is praying that I make one person smile. When I go and perform, all I want is to make one person smile. Not 10, not 15. I just need one person to smile that day, and it be because of me. That is what I do. I'm not here to make tears. I'm not here to make people angry. I'm here to better myself, to find, that special someone that is willing to take that road with me as well, and has those same values of putting God first. That was one of my biggest things, is that was not being put first. And now that he's being put first, things are slowly changing around me. So putting God first, have those values of that. But then also have those values of self-love, self-care, and health. Those are things that I'm working on. I'm not saying that somebody needs to be meal prepping with me or anything like that, but respect what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do is it. As far as what I want, what I need, all I ever wanted in life and needed in life was love. Love, affection. And when it comes to attention, I want attention in a good way, in a positive way. You just want that attention of just knowing that your presence is appreciated. The things that you do is appreciated. It makes it very difficult to feel appreciated when there's a lot of negative things being said. Then afterwards, here comes the appreciation of what, how I really feel. At that point, when it happens so much, you mentally, normally, you wouldn't know what to believe. Do I believe the bad? Do I believe the good? I want to believe the good, so I stick around because I'm hoping to see the actions on those words of being good, the follow through. And the thing that we have to work on as people and individuals is following through, setting goals and following through. I'm guilty for not doing that as well. And that's one thing that I am working on. And that's what I'm here for, is to say, these are my faults. This is what I'm working on. I struggle with depression, the suicide thoughts. I suffer from all of that. And I'm here to tell people you are not alone. And I know that sometimes you feel like you're alone, because I know that that's how I feel a lot of the times. And even though there's people around that be like, hey, you're loved, you're cared for and all that, sometimes you just don't feel that that is true. That's just the reality of it. But that doesn't mean that you are playing victim, or that you just want to be down all the time. Sometimes people don't get it. They feel like you just want to be down all the time. And it's like, common sense. I'm sorry. It takes more energy out of me to fight my mental thoughts. And it takes a lot more energy out of me to try to believe the good stuff. So honestly, I would love to smile. I would love to, have that support system right next to me. I would love to build and grow and focus on the things that aren't materialistic. I would love those things. One second. Excuse me, no COVID-19 over here. But I would love to be able to do those things. I would love to have my furniture match. That doesn't mean that I can't sell it and get stuff that does match, but my priorities are different. That is more at the bottom of my list. And that's not because I don't want things to look nice. It's because there are more important things to me that's on my priority list. Getting my mental health better, feeling confident in myself, feeling my worth again, knowing what that is and sticking to it, getting my values back and sticking to that, setting boundaries and sticking to those boundaries and taking care of me and not feeling like crap because I am taking care of me. Being able to say no to people and not feeling bad when you say no, because you just got to do what you got to do for you. But also, people got to understand that just because people take time out and they work on themselves does not mean that they don't have time for you. That's the whole point of a relationship, is to take two people that has those values, that have their own separate lives, to keep those separate lives, but build another life together. It's not to say, hey, your life doesn't matter anymore, you got to stop this. No, your life doesn't matter anymore, you have to stop this. That is not what being in a relationship is. Yes, there's compromises and things like that. Yes, there are certain things that you have to change to be in a relationship for things to work out. However, you should never have to put your career or your dreams or goals on hold or stop them. You should be supported by the person that you are around. They should support you through it all. If they don't, they are not the right person for you. If you feel like you have to stop your dreams and stop reaching goals to try to please somebody else, that is not the right person for you. No matter how much you love them, how much you care about them, none of that. The longer you stay, the more hard it is going to be on you. And usually during that time, there's always one person that is struggling the worst. And unfortunately, that was me. And I think that that is just because of how I was raised, the things that I agree with and don't agree with as far as relationships goes. No, I don't feel like calling people out of their name that should be in a relationship. People get angry, people get upset. There's a lot of other things that you can do besides calling your partner out of their name. That for me is just a no-no. Degrading someone, that is a no-no. You don't do that. You don't knock someone down, especially if you care about them. If you do that to the people on the street, whatever, you don't care about them. Those aren't the people that you're trying to build with. They're just random people, right? But if you're in a relationship and you care about somebody and you really, 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 truly love them, why would you knock them down? Here's the thing. Ask yourself this question. If you care about somebody, wouldn't you want them to just smile? Not saying that they won't cry or anything because of something that you may have said or did, but the question is, what did you say or do for them to cry? What is it? Is it worth the blow up? Is it worth walking away? Or is it worth putting the time and effort in to make some changes within, not only to make the situation better, but to better yourself? Like, shoot, okay, I'm not a very patient person, but these situations is making me realize that I gotta kind of take my time and be more patient. Understanding the situation, reevaluating things, and reflecting on not just the situation, but yourself. Reflect in the moment. What did you do? What did you say? Could you have done it differently? Could you have said it differently? If you learn your partner, if there's someone that are sensitive, you don't come at them harsh just because you take things harshly. That's not what you do. You have to come with them in a sensitive way. But that means that you have to work on yourself and be like, all right, I have to learn to be more sensitive because the person I'm with is more sensitive than I am. If that's something, if you really, really care about somebody, you're going to make those changes within to better the situation and also better yourself. You feel me? So I hope you guys take this lesson that I am going through and take the advice. And honestly, I have to take my own advice. I'm very good at, talking and helping and things like that. But it's very difficult for me to take my own advice. It is very hard to follow through with my own advice. And I am here to say so. So all I'm saying is that I'm here and I'm pointing out my flaws to everybody. because this is the industry that I chose. My business is going to be under the light regardless. However, I choose to put what I want under the light and keep what I want to myself. And that's the kind of person that I am. I'm not a social media person. I'm only on social media because that's just the platforms. That's just where the industry is. I am not the kind of person to do a lot of posting of me and whoever, because me and whoever that I am with is our business. Not saying that I won't post them sometimes or talk about them sometimes, but yes, I'm the kind of person that lives in the moment. I'm very old school when it comes to that. I'm all about put your cell phone down, spend time together, love each other. And after we do that, we don't need to post about it, because why do we need to tell everybody about what we did? Sometimes, yeah, that's great. But I'm all about painting a pretty picture in my face versus painting a pretty picture on social media. I don't care about what people on social media, how they look at me or my relationships, or to get their approval that, oh, guys, this relationship is still good, right? Oh, guys, so we're doing it right. I don't need to ask permission to social media for me to be with who I want to be with. I don't need to ask permission to social media if my relationship is good enough or okay. If I'm working on my relationship and things are going well, then it is good enough for me. I stayed this long because the relationship was good enough for me, that there was possibilities that were great possibilities, and I knew that if those possibilities actually happened, the outcome was going to be better than I've ever expected in my life. And I knew that I deserved the outcome of what the possibilities were, and I still deserve the outcome of what the possibilities were. And even though mentally I may not 100% believe that, in my heart I believe that I am worth it. I am worth the time. I am worth the energy, because I'm a very caring, loving, and giving person. I may not give my entire paycheck on something, but I will always give everything that money can't buy. And when financially I am able to just spend and spend and spend and not have to check my bank account to see what's left over, then at that time I will get the best of the best stuff, because I've always wanted that as well. But I'm not going to go broke trying to get those things. Not at this moment. There are more important things in life, and life is too short, and those materialistic things will not go with you to the grave. Okay, those materialistic things will still be here on earth. However, that love that you build with someone, that will carry on forever. I'm a beast, I feast, I eat. My booty bang bang when it's knocking to the beat. I'm a monster, it's in my head. I'm a monster, it's in my head. It's in my head. It's in my head. Yeah. There's still some good, you know. You just gotta keep that consistent. And here goes me and my feelings. Do you miss me? Do you wish it was me you were kissing? Do you regret how you had me feeling? Do you regret all of our blessings? Yeah. Was it so bad? We both had a past that we didn't like, but we got past. We became better. We were getting better, even though all the storms and the shady weather took us back to what was bad. I'm not mad, I'm just sad. I just wanted you to follow through. Hey, me too, yeah. We didn't have to live like that no more. We should bring God in our home. We should leave the petty shit alone. I only wanted you, no one else. Who could put that smile on your face? No one else. Trust, even though I was in the other room, all I thought about was my future with you. And what could I do to make things better? How to get you to see that my love was real. And when things were good, you always gave me chills. I was cold, you were hot. I just wanted the bad to end and to have a new start. I want to say, yeah, she may have done those things, but she has changed. And when we argue, we talk about it. Never go to sleep mad. I always want you happy, never want you sad. 'cause I love you. I wanna be a team. I want you to love me for me, all my imperfections. Yeah, we made mistakes, let's learn from the lessons. You're the lyrics to my song, the right to my wrong. And when you helped me, it never felt wrong. But all I needed was patience and time. No matter how long it take, you were mine, all mine, and I was yours, all yours, yeah. Am I the best you ever had? Or do you really want to stay in your past? Or do you want better with me? We deserve the best us we could be, I don't want to give it all to another one. Doing exercises from the book, all we need is follow through outside the book. Breathe. Let's find someone to talk to. All I want is me and you, but you gotta want it too. Hard work comes from both ends. If we want better, we can do better. Get past our insecurities and build that trust within, so we can have lives outside of our lives. We can have friends and hang out at night. We just gotta find a balance, come together before it's too much traffic. Everything good takes time, and when we're feeling bad, we don't gotta lie to each other. We work it out so we can come further. Say nice things to each other. I'm just saying, if we don't have each other back, then who will? I think we were meant to be if we could have did things a little differently, on both sides. All I wanna do is rise. Our feelings can't hide. I caught you. In the end, I wanna stand at the altar with the new you, a new me. Before God, we believe.